You're in tune to 104.9 KLMJ Hampton, Rachel Holder and Chocolate, and we'd like to welcome Rachel to KLMJ. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. We had a chance to have some supper last night with you guys, and also got a chance to listen to some new songs. Really impressive.
Oh, well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure eating with you last night and your wife. I love Janet to death. I love her.
Well, we're going to have you do some of those songs a little bit later, but let's kind of go back. And you actually started at a early age doing some stuff at Pigeon Forge already.
Yes. I did over 800 shows in Pigeon Forge.
And how was that experience?
It was the experience, all right. I learned so much, live shows, you're going to have stuff mess up. So I learned about having to deal with, when you have a malfunction, you just keep on going.
And one thing, you are not bashful, because let's go back and what about 15? We want to talk about this story because it is funny. How you just basically told Vince Gill you want to sing with him.
Yes, I was in Chattanooga at the Tivoli, and we had just walked in, and we were in the second row, and I was like, Mom, I'm going to get on stage with him. She was like, please don't embarrass me, Rachel. I was like, I'm going to. So I raised my hand. I said, Mr. Vince, can I sing a song with you? And he said, well, I normally don't do this, but come on up here. So we sang Oklahoma Swing together, and after that, he was like, well, I think you did Reba proud. And I was like, I wouldn't go that far.
Now, that's also on YouTube, is that right?
It is. Yeah, you can check it out on YouTube.
Fantastic. Now, also another thing is you sang a national anthem. Want to talk about that too?
Yes. I booked myself at the Lakers game, Staples Center out in L.A., when I was 14 years old, singing the national anthem at the Lakers and Cavaliers game. That was a very good experience. That game was sold out that day, and so, oh goodness, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was booking myself, just around the country and stuff. I also did the Tennessee Vols game, because I'm from Chattanooga and everything, but it kind of led to mutual relationships as I progressed, got older, and then I got introduced to Chuck Howard, who introduced me to Wilbur Rhymes, and then, it just came from there, and then they introduced me to Mike Curb and let him hear my music, and then 2 months ago, I just got signed to Curb Records.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Let's kind of go back. You talked about some of the people you've been working with, and Wilbur Rhymes, of course, the father of Leanne Rhymes, and he's helped a lot of other people along the way, too.
He has. He is such an amazing talent to work with, and I'm very fortunate to have him on my team, as well as Chuck Howard. Chuck Howard's produced Trick Pony and John Barry and everybody, and it's so nice to have people that's already been there, that's already been through these things, and they can help you when you have trouble with something, and that's already been there and done that, because they can help you along the way. So.
And I think I read you said something one time too. It's not only about the song; you have to have the full package on there.
Yeah, I believe so too. I mean, there is some amazing singers out there, and there's amazing songwriters. But I believe that, if you work hard and if you put God first, then you'll get where you're going.
Now, the song Chocolate, how did you pick that one out? That turned out like a big hit for you right there.
Well, actually, Chuck Howard wrote the song, and he introduced it to me when I was 15 years old. And so we kind of demoed it, trying to find my style and everything. And then 2 years later, we came back. And this is before Curb Records came into the picture. And I said, okay, what are we going to release as our first single? And he was like, well, I don't know. I said, well, what about that song Chocolate that you wrote? And he was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so we went in, we cut it, and then he introduced me to Wilbur, and Wilbur put his final touches on it, and it was amazing. And I'm very grateful of how it turned out, and I think it turned out wonderful, and so far radio loves it, so thank you so much for playing it.
And one thing is that we can always say that everybody can do with a little chocolate.
Oh yes, it makes your day so much better.
Now, Rachel, you have some folks we want to introduce here too.
Yes, we got Chuck Howard.
Hi.
Hey Chuck, how's it going?
Going good.
How's it to work with Rachel?
Well, you don't want to know that.
Oh, that's just not nice.
Okay, Wilbur Rhymes, how you doing?
Good. Good morning.
Good morning, and of course everybody knows all the work you've done with your daughter Leanne and some of the other acts, but working with Rachel, how was that as compared to the others?
She's talented as anybody I've ever worked around. Look forward to all the music to come.
I know we had a chance to listen to a lot of her new music last night, and some great stuff out there.
Yeah, we got up-tempo ballads, fun songs. We can't wait to get it out on the airways.
And Rachel, we had talked about this last time when we talked to you, that you're looking at the release of the full CD later this year.
Yes, this fall or early next year.
All right. Well, you want to do a song from that?
Sure. Let's do In Your Arms. In your arms, I'm safe inside a harbor. studies. Walk with me beside the quiet waters. In your arms is where I long to be. In your arms, my heart can rest at ease. Walk with me beside the quiet waters. In your arms is where I long to be. In your arms, I'm safe inside a harbor. In your arms, my heart can rest at ease. Walk with me beside the quiet waters. In your arms is where I long to be. In your arms is where I long to be.
Excellent song. I like that.
Thank you so much.
Now, who wrote that?
Scott Lynch, is it right? Okay, yes, Scott Lynch out of Nashville.
And how did that get to you?
Actually, Wilbur went through 3,000 songs for this project. And so Wilbur sent it to me, and I fell in love with it. So
We have Rachel Holder with us. What are some other things on the CD that we can talk about?
we can talk about it all. Actually, it just got done. There's great songs on there. We got one about the Grand Ole Opry. We got Unstoppable, Pretend. We got traditional country all the way to rock to pop to everything on it. So it's filled with everything you would want. It's a great album, I think, and I hope that everybody will like it as much as I do.
Another thing we got to hear is a duet that you did with Wilbur Rhymes. How did that all come about?
Yes, I had to beg him to do it with me. Hey, let me tell you, you know where Leanne gets her talent from when you hear this man sing. Yes. See, I asked him today, will you sing a duet with me in the studio? No. Well, why? Because I don't want to. So, Wilbur, will you sing?
No.
Oh, see?
But you got him, so there it's all on tape already.
Yes, and it sounds wonderful, and I can't wait for everybody to hear it.
Like I said, we had a chance to listen to it, and beautiful song, a great song.
Thank you so much. Thank you. He did a wonderful job on it, didn't he?
He did.
Yes.
Well, Rachel, how about you do another one here?
Okay, I think we're going to do Unstoppable. I'm breaking loose, I'm gonna fly, and I refuse to be denied. 'Cause when it all comes crashing in, I'll just start all over again. I've got the wheel, I feel the thrill. You won't catch me standing still, 'cause I am unstoppable. I'll just start all over again. I've got the wheel, I feel the thrill. You won't catch me standing still, 'cause I am unstoppable.
That's a great song. And by the way, people want to know more about you. You have a website.
Yes, RachelHolder.com.
You're on Facebook, I know.
Yes, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, all that good stuff. And write me on there. And if you're listening out there, be sure to look me up and tell me your story. I'd love to hear from you.
Fantastic. Now, do you do a lot of writing, too?
I do write. Unfortunately, my songs have not made this first album, but that's okay because I look at it as whatever the best song is makes the album.
And I know we've seen you up here. We were at CMA Fest, and we've seen you at the Risto show there and did a good job. The fans are one thing. I know every artist, that's what their main blood is, the fans, and I'm sure same thing with you.
Right, it is. And, just starting out and everything, we're trying to build our fan base and stuff. But, so far I've got some great fans out there that love my music. I can't wait to get more, and I just hope everybody likes my music, because that's all I wish for.
The song Chocolate is doing fantastic, and wish you the best on that one.
Well, thank you so much.
You want to introduce who is their guitar player this week?
Yes, Yes, we got Mr. Kevin Moore on the guitar over here. He's doing a wonderful job. He's played with Randy Travis, Barbara Mandrell, Louise Mandrell, Dolly, all that good stuff, and I'm very fortunate to have him.
And talking about Dolly, I know that Dolly has a special part in your life.
Yes, she does. I met her last year, and she has always been my inspiration. She's my biggest inspiration, and we're pen pals. She's kind of one of my song mentors because I send her some songs, and she'll tell me what she thinks about them. So it's wonderful to say I can write Dolly anytime.
All right. You said you had a song about the Grand Ole Opry. Let's hear it.
Oh, I dreamed that I went to the Grand Ole Opry. My name was in the neon lights. All those famous stars with their fancy guitars. It sure was a pretty sight. I was shaky and weak. I was as pale as a sheet when they said, "Girl, it's empty." Well, the spot I was bright. I had a case of stage fright, and I sang a yodeling tune. Yodeling, 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 yodeling,
Oh, wow. Yodeling. That, yeah. Have you always done that, or just...
Yeah, well, actually, you know, it's a funny story because I was in Pigeon Forge and I worked there at 13 years old and I did over 800 shows. They asked me to sing Blue in the show, and so I had to kind of teach myself to yodel. So I would sing on the way to Pigeon Forge. I would sing and just keep on trying to do the yodel and everything. So I kind of taught myself how to yodel. And so it was funny because, you know, after singing Blue 800 times, and now I'm working with her dad. So, I mean, it's crazy how everything worked out. So, I'm very fortunate to have Wilbur and Chuck in my life, and Kevin. And so, I'm looking forward to the future.
Tell us your website.
Okay, RachelHolder.com, and be sure to look me up on all the social networks. Yes, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, all that good stuff. So,
all right, Rachel. Great to see you again.
Thank you so much.